Isn't that the second packet I've given to you?
No, it's not first. I've never watched an exercise.
Run down to Mrs. McDonald and see if she'll run a copy of that page for you. All right, guys, it should be quiet, and you should be ready to write down our notes. There should not be talking. You can go ask her as well. I would hurry up because you're not going to want to miss this. What is frequency? Frequency is just a word. Ricky, that's your last warning. What is frequency? It is just a word that means how often something occurs. How often something occurs. And so today when we're doing a frequency table, we're going to have a category which it's going to be numbers. Sometimes it will be other things. Like the example I used before is if you were to survey the teachers in the school and what color car they drove, then you could maybe put a color into the category. Okay? So anything really can go into the category. The tally marks, let's just go through tally marks in case you haven't done that before. Tally marks, we just start writing down or keeping track of how many they are. So when this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. When you get to 5, I put that 5 through on a diagonal. Have you seen that before?
Yes.
Okay. That makes them easier to count them up at the end. All right. So I'm going to just make one up. If I had the 5 and this, then I can see, okay, 5 and 3, that makes a frequency of 8. Okay, so you're going to put your category, tally marks, we're going to count how many there are, and the frequency of 8. All right, the frequencies are going to change based on the problem. So we're not going to answer these questions quite yet. What I want you to do is look at Mr. Scott's pre-algebra students, and the shoe sizes were taken and they were marked down, and they're not in order. So how do I complete tally marks for that? I'm going to just go through the list and I'm going to put a tally mark in each category. So 7, we're going to put a tally mark for 7. What's the next thing you see on the list? A 9, so we're going to put a tally mark for 9. Then I see a 5, so a tally mark for that. Six, 8, 10, 7, put another tally mark in the 7, 5, 11, 8, 8, so I do 2 in the 8 column, 9, 6, 7, 9, 7, 6, 6. That's okay. Would you now write down the frequencies of each of those things? Count the tally marks. All right, let's do it together. What did you have in this spot? 2.
Oh.
What did you have in that spot? 4. How about in this spot? 5. 3, 3. Okay. So instead of adding up or counting how many numbers are here, how could I figure out how many students are in the pre-algebra class? What could you do? Yeah, you could count and add up, but now that I know the frequency, couldn't I also add just the frequencies up? Because every single student is represented by a tally mark there. Let's add those up for me. And let's find the total. What's that? Were there 20 total? Can somebody else confirm that? You added them? Okay. Okay. What's really clear from a frequency table then is the thing that is the most frequently occurring. You can tell from the tally marks. So what shoe size is most frequent? Or size 7. What was the shoe size that was least frequently occurring? A size 10. How many students wear a size 8 or above? So good, you added those up. Ooh, percentage. How do you find a percentage? A percentage is just like a fraction. What percentage, we'll write it as a fraction and then we'll type it in our calculator, wears a 7 or less? So let's add 7 or less. How many 7s or less? 11. And you said out of 20. Would you type 11 divided by 20 in your calculator? And that's what I get. Okay, 0.55. What percent is that? 0.55 is 55%. Okay.
What's 11? That's confusing. Or no,
So, what we're gonna do is birth month.